Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Regan and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to take a closer look at this newly released figure from hottoys, the Batman Armory and Bruce Wayne from the Dark Knight Trilogy 1/6 scale collectible set. I recently unboxed this one and finally I am going to share with you guys my thoughts or my review on this one, and it is quite huge and heavy as well. The dimensions are approximately 47 cm by 16 by 57 cm and it weighs around 4 kg. Wow, that's quite heavy, right? The retail price is 3,480 Hong Kong dollars or 440 US dollars. So expect some differences if you order this overseas. The art box, I would say looks great. If you're planning to throw it away, you could actually use the picture as a backdrop if you'd like to. Inside, there are two packaging trays. One is for the two figures and weapons, accessories, while the other is specifically for Batman Armory. I'm going to start with the figures. Okay, I'm gonna start up with this packaging tray right here that comes with the figures, some accessories, and of course, all the weapons and that we're going to attach to the Batman Armory and the swap out hands right here. So I'm gonna start off with this small packaging tray right here, but it doesn't look like small to me because it's quite huge. I mean, like it has a lot of accessories right there. I mean, it has a lot of weapons that you're probably gonna enjoy it, and especially the details. Small details. This is pretty much the same with the old Batman Armory, kind of like I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't checked that that old Batman Armory of mine if it's the same weapons that attach to the Batman Armory. But the details of this one, look at that. I think it is nicely done, and of course it's already not aligned there. Something's missing right here. So anyway, so the guns, the batarang, the grapnel gun, it has a lot. So you can enjoy putting all these weapons to the Batman Armory. And of course, we got extra 3 pairs of interchangeable hands with different gestures. I would say like the details and paint application looks pretty good to me. And of course, 2 joints that comes with this packaging tray right here. Looks really good. Love the details. And yeah, later we're gonna put these all to that small tray of that Batman Armory. Okay, so let's move on to the main packaging right here. Okay, so let's remove the cover. Right, so I'm gonna start up with the base. We got the base right here. I think this one looks pretty good to me. Just a simple one, I would say, like black color, with some extra weathering. Actually, yeah, looks nice. I thought it's just like because of the plastic, but yeah, it has some nice weathering there, nice print, but you're probably not gonna use it. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, actually you should use this one, to stand Bruce Wayne, and then of course some clean, pretty neat nameplate right there, black color and white font, and then logo of Batman right there. Okay, the standard, we got the crutch holder right here. We got the remote control for that Batman Armory right here. I think it's pretty much the same with the old version. Actually, yeah, this is the new one compared to the old version controller, right? And we got the cable that you're going to attach to activate that remote control, something like that. Later, I'm going to explain this one. Okay, and then, yeah, pretty long. And then right here, we got the tool for the separate rolling eyeballs, I believe. Yeah. And now we got the whole neck, kind of like a neck cover. If you're going to use the Bruce Wayne head sculpt right here, let me zoom a little bit. There you go. Right here. Okay. And of course, right here we got the empty bat cowl right here that we're going to insert or change if you're going to put the body of Batman suit to the armory. Okay, looks pretty good. I think it is nicely done. Then let's get the figure. Let's get first the Batman right here. There you go. I think it's pretty much the same with the DX19, right? Kind of. Later we're gonna try to compare that right here. So we got the Batman suit. I think it looks pretty good to me. Nice. The details, the paint application. Yeah, looks good. All right, we're gonna talk about that later. And of course, right here we got the Bruce Wayne statue. I would say statue because yeah, only the head you could actually articulate, but then the body, the knees, ankle, none. Yeah, so it's like a 1/6 scale statue of Bruce Wayne with the movable head and separate rolling eyeballs. Yeah, I think that's a best explanation for this one. Right, but it looks really good. Love it. Actually, I prefer this kind of like figure. I mean, like you could move the head, but then if there's like a specific pose that you really wanted to do, then this one is a better choice. My honest opinion. And look at that head sculpt, really nice. And then of course, look at that sculpted muscles right there. I think looks pretty good, right? And he's kind of like a more leaning to the back. Okay, nice muscle as well on the legs. So at least we're not gonna see any like like visible joints, right? And the shape, I would say, looks pretty good and pretty accurate. So kind of like if you're going to match this, if you're going to look at your old Bruce Wayne figure, with that Batman Armory as well, it's kind of like that one looks so small comparing to this one. So anyway, we're gonna talk about this one later, and that's it. And of course, the cape right here. So before I forgot, so we got the cape right here. That if you want to use Bruce, if you want to use the Batman, if you don't want to put him on the, oops, ooh, that is so dark. Yes, this is a little bit different. The material of this cape is more like a satin, like a smooth. I would say a fine fabric material. Because it's finding the focus because of that black color. There you go. So I would say like this one is actually looks really good for draping. So you could really see some nice material on this fabric material bat cape. Yeah, it looks really good. This one's really nice. But anyway, we're gonna talk about this one later. All right, so I haven't removed yet. So again, no articulations on the Bruce Wayne figure. For the Batman, it's pretty much the same. If you have the DX19, it's pretty much the same articulations. You don't need to worry about it. I mean, like, you probably can enjoy it as well. Still tight, double jointed, love it. So if you want to play around with your Batman, with the bat suit, yeah, I think you're gonna love this one. Pretty much the same. Okay, with articulation, ratchet joints, nice. Ratchet, amazing. This is amazing, guys. So, but of course, not gonna use this one for some poses. I'll probably show some for you guys, but since I already have the DX19, it's pretty much the same. So I'm gonna put him inside the Batman Armory. Okay, and of course this one, it has magnetic design right here. It's pretty loose. I think just like the DX19. Not that really which is like a strong magnet, right? Because it has a small magnet. Why the magnet is not really a lot, to hold to the neck right there. Okay, looks pretty cool. And then this one, if you want to change it, the head sculpt like this, there you go, for us to be able to attach this one, the empty bat cowl, so we could use it for displaying it inside the Batman Armory. Okay, that looks cool. This one doesn't have that magnetic function. It's not magnetically designed, so only that head sculpt with the face of Bruce Wayne right here. Okay, and then just some of you are asking if the plate could remove, if you want to change it to the lower face of DX19, you could. Yeah, this is detachable or removable. Let me show you guys. So this is the purpose of this one. There you go. Okay, so just in case you want to remove it. And the mouthpiece, I mean, like that mouth plate, I think looks pretty good. Details, paint application, I think absolutely fantastic. And the eyes movable as well, beautiful. Right, so moving on. Now, if we before I move on to the Batman Armory, let me try this cape so I could show you guys. So this one is pretty cool. It has some extra kind of like a fabric, yeah, rough material to kind of like protect, I would say, from scratches. There you go. Shit, we got to attach. Yeah, it's very easy to attach that cape. And there you go. That's how it looks like. Let me remove this one. Let's actually let's use the Bruce Wayne. So I'm gonna remove this one. That is beautiful, guys. This head sculpt looks way better than the DX19 in my honest opinion. Oh my goodness, that is Christian Bale right there. There you go. Goodness, I'm probably gonna use the head sculpt, the DX19 body, right? But look at that. This is pretty nice. My goodness, this is amazing. Look at that. And with the cape. Oh my goodness, this is way better, guys, than the DX19. I feel like the body of the DX19, like I want to use it to put inside the Batman armor instead of this one. Oh my gosh, this is really nice, especially the cape that focus because of the black color. Can't find a color, but yeah, look at that. That is pretty nice, guys. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, love it. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for this one. It's a good way to play around with this one. And let me finish this. What's this, like, review? Let me remove again that head and put it back to Bruce Wayne. Love this head sculpt. So this one also just finish these figures. I mean, this Batman and Bruce Wayne. So this one is detachable. Yeah, I believe this is detachable, so we could be able to move his eyes. There you go. Okay, so if you want to move his eyes, you could. But I'm not gonna move. Anyway, I'm not gonna move it. So I'm just gonna keep it that way, and no need to change his eyes direction. Probably a lot of you might not gonna like this one because of these gaps right here in the head, but of course you're not really gonna look at him like, like sideways, right? It's more of like here facing to the front, and once you display him, like probably just a little, and that's it. You're not really gonna look like, you're not gonna show the head, right? So yeah, at least you could move the eyes. That's the good thing. If you want to do some portrait of the figure, then yeah, you could move the eyes facing or looking at to the side, up, down, something like that. Anyway, okay. Goodness, this is definitely a must-have Batman figures. I mean, like set. Must-have collectible set. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's it for this one. I'm gonna put this on the side so we could start with the Batman Armory. I think already explained everything. Articulations, pretty much the same. And that's it. Let's go. Anyway, this is fabric material. You could move or remove the touch. Actually, no, but look at that. Right? So it's a different color inside. That's weird, right? They didn't paint the whole thing. It's kind of like a save. They saved some paint, I would say. Right? So they didn't color that too. That's weird. So even here, the legs only up to here. Yeah, only up to here. Then the rest is in black color. Okay, but that's nice. At least I can still see what's this, like more of his quads, right? That looks good. And even the details of the shoes looks really nice. I mean, like, look at that. I'm not sure. I forgot already what brand he used on that film. Well, actually, I didn't know. Not I forgot, but I didn't know. But yeah, it looks really good. The details, the paint application looks fantastic. Look at that underneath. It looks like a Nike to me, like kind of like an Air Max, kind of like that ish. It doesn't look like Adidas, but yeah, nice details. And of course, the skin tone. And then this one right here, this one is movable and detachable, probably, unless you're gonna break it. But yeah, the brace on his legs looks good as well. It looks, yeah, it is nicely done actually. It's not just like a normal plastic, cheap plastic material. And then the skin tone, I would say like, it's pretty accurate, I would say like, but not that really. You could really tell that it's kind of like a more plasticky look, statue feel or look. The texture, the skin tone is still good. I would say it's pretty decent to me. And yeah, nice details. I see that the muscular details, absolutely beautiful. Even the muscle details here on the arms, on the forearms, looks absolutely fantastic, right? And then you can see right there some scar. Again, the head sculpt, like absolutely beautiful. Look at that. That looks incredible. That's Bruce Wayne right there. That's fantastic. So this is the only part that you could actually move. Then everything else, and then yeah, also this one. I forgot to mention this one earlier. You could move this one, just turn out, turn in, but of course it's kind of weird if you're going to move that. If you're going to change the position because the legs doesn't move, right? So kind of weird. But anyway, overall, the body, yeah, of course, even though this is just a statue or like power pose, I would say like power pose figure, but still absolutely beautiful, right? And then again, the head sculpt, like look at that, that is beautiful, right? So even though of course a lot of you probably gonna say like why they added some gap there. I mean, like that's the only choice, for us. I mean, like for them to be able to put some extra features on the eyes. Like there's no other way unless you're gonna pull it out or cut in half, which is not good if you cut it in half. I mean, like the two-piece head sculpt, like the neck and upper part of the head, then yeah, not good. Okay, but this one at least, see, still good. Even just like facing to the side, the profile, I think it looks absolutely beautiful, right? The details, the likeness, the Christian Bale, like wow, amazing. That is amazing. Okay, I think that's about it for this Bruce Wayne figure. Wow, amazing. Okay, right. So I think that's it. That's all I could say. I think I already reviewed everything on this figure. Later, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna try my best to do some comparison of this figure with the other Batman or the DX19, just the DX19 probably. So anyway, let's move on to the Batman Armory. I'm gonna put this on the side. So you can see right here, this Batman Armory is well protected with those big foams, and that's actually good, pretty good, because if they're going to use just a plastic, and it's probably gonna break easily, right? I mean, especially if you're going to carry it, or gonna ship it, like it's gonna break easily. So at least that's really good, that they use a styrofoam because it's pretty heavy, it's not just like a normal plastic, I would say. And there you go, here's the actual look of these Batman Armory. It looks absolutely incredible, especially those water effect that came out from that comes out from the ground, right? It looks pretty cool. The water effect, the details, actually the interior, the exterior is absolutely amazing. I mean, very straightforward, I would say. Nothing really super special. But like how they built this Batman Armory, I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks awesome. The details, you can see the interior, like it's well built, I would say. Like it's pretty solid, and those materials are pretty thick. It's not doesn't have any small parts or like thin part that you could easily break it. I mean, like it could easily break it, but of course you're not gonna easily break this one. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. The interior, the design, again, the engineering, those movable parts, especially this door right here. I think it looks pretty cool, and yeah, pretty solid, and then doesn't have any sharp parts that might gonna damage your fingers. And then you can see right there those rollers that where we going to insert those cases like that, where you're going to put those weapons that are already taken out to insert the weapon. So at least it's easy to insert later, because it looks really cool. And because I already unboxed this one, so that's why it's already inside. Anyway, it looks yeah. Then there's some stopper here that kind of like a rubber. Those two white stopper that you cannot, you don't easily open the door, kind of like that. You're gonna accidentally open the door. Let's say you're going to transfer it. And then this back part right here, I think this one looks pretty accurate as well. Like those wires. Then those movable parts, like kind of like a machine that it's gonna open the door. It looks like a metal, like looks really cool. The paint application actually looks pretty decent to me. I would say like pretty neat. On the top, at the bottom, and right here is the USB outlet where we're going to attach later, so we could turn it on. And then those three light up lights right there, the LED light of function. And then later we're gonna turn it on and we're gonna try it. I think it's gonna be really, really awesome once we insert the Batman here inside. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I love it. And again, this one right here is the wire. This is what is the one I'm talking about earlier when I started doing the unboxing. It's kind of like doesn't make sense that you're going to use that. I mean, like instead of like giving us a fixed wire, I mean, like what if like this wire broke, or like you accidentally broke it, right? And then it's hard to find that wire, because that wire is the only way for the light up function to to light up, and then there's no other way. I mean, like, see. So, and then you're gonna use the remote right here. Looks fun, of course. It looks fun to have that kind of like you have to assemble it. There's also battery included in this remote, by the way. And you can see right there, you could turn it on, you could play it around. But it's kind of like, again, what if the battery or the remote doesn't work, or the wire, you accidentally broke it, then probably it's hard to find that kind of wire, right? That kind of connection. So I'm not sure why they thought about that. So anyway, yeah, don't forget to remove the wires. If you're going to place it in your table, am I gonna break? Oof. And then right here, so once you open it, it's pretty heavy. It's not easy to open the door. And right here is the cases where we're going to attach or insert those weapons. That looks pretty cool, and it also has some plastic protector, so if you're not ready for scratches, then you could leave that plastic cover, I would say. And then this cover right here, that looks pretty cool. A nice idea as well, right? And then let's let me show you guys how I insert those weapons. And there you go. This is how it looks. That looks pretty cool. I think the cases, I'm not sure if it's accurate. I mean, it looks so small, right? I mean, like those weapons, I feel like it should be bigger. I mean, or the maybe the armory is too big, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but again, it looks really cool. Right, so now let's put the Batman armor inside. But first, we have to remove the parts, the head of Bruce Wayne. Of course, we have to remove that. We have to insert the bat cowl, empty bat cowl right there. Of course, the cape. And then, yeah, it looks really cool. Once you insert the Batman armor there, it looks absolutely beautiful, in my honest opinion. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, right? I mean, like, you could really keep that armor there, and then you could treat this as a kind of like a CGC, right? The signature series. So kind of like that to, ooh, wow, right? Kind of like, that's amazing, like you could actually insert, the whole Batman, figures there with the cape, and that's gonna be like your case, right? It looks really nice to look at it, especially, if once you display this in your, Batman collection or DC collection, or together with your all Dark Knight trilogy collection, that's gonna be really awesome. Before I finish the video, let me get my DX19 right here. So this is my DX19, and I find it that the cowl is a little bit different. I'm not sure, because this one is from the Batman, the Dark Knight, and then of course this one is from the Dark Knight Rises. So probably that's the reason why. And again, this one is kind of like similar for the cape, but this one is just like more stretch, I would say. You could stretch that out, whereas this one you could also stretch, but more like, I would say, like, yeah, more thicker, yeah, and then smoother, than this one right here. And then this one doesn't have the edge lining. This one has. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Let me try to show you guys this one right here, this lining part. This one has, the DX19 doesn't have. And yes, okay, just a quick look comparison. I'm always like this. I'm gonna always say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it later, and then after a few days, weeks, I forgot already. And then I mean, like, because I'm too busy. Anyway, so this is how it looks like. Yeah, it has it has a lot of change. It has a lot of difference. I would say the I would say, like, yeah, it has a lot of. Wait, let me zoom out more. All right, so let me zoom out this, and I would say there's a lot of difference on these two. The main one is like the size. I think the DX19 is bigger than this body of this Batman Armory Bruce Wayne, and yeah, I think that's the main, because I could see, like, from the shoulder armor. See the shoulder armor, this one's bigger, longer, arms kind of like a bit bigger, the chest plate, yeah, see the gap there. Yes, you can see right there. So there's a lot, like, design, kind of like length, the size of every part of his armor, kind of like a bit different. The shape, look at that. The pants, also the pants looks different too, right? Oh yeah, it's different. I mean, like, more of like the direction. Yes, more of like that. The direction, the paint application looks like this one is much much shinier, or like, yeah, it's a bit glossy paint compared to this one. That looks weird. So yeah, even the color of the belt, this one's more golden color than this one. I would say, like, more vibrant. And yeah, okay. So there's a lot, actually. There's a lot of difference between these two. And then so I find it that the shape of the DX19 is a bit bigger, more rounded shape, whereas this one, this Dark Knight Rises Armory, is more elongated, I would say. But I feel like, yeah, I think we could actually, no, we cannot use. We could try. I could try. I'm gonna show you guys pretty quick. So I could force, but it looks weird. You see right there. So it's not gonna fit to the DX19, and the Batman Armory for the DX19, also weird. I could see some gut there. That looks weird, to me, my honest opinion. So it's not. We cannot use the mouth plates, face plate to the other head sculpt. So because of the shape, it's like updated or improvement, or more improved shape, I would say. Okay, so that's it. So this is for the DX19, and yeah, but I could use this Batman Armory for the body of DX19. Yeah, that's the good thing. That's the only advantage, I guess. I would say, like, pros, to this one. Yeah, that we could use the helmet because of that magnetic function. Got it? See? And then the DX19, I could use the DX19 to the helmet or to the neck of this Batman Armory. See? So we could use the whole head with the bat cowl on a different body, okay, because of the magnetic design. Anyway, I think that's about it. Right? For the quick comparison, again, the cape is longer on the DX19. Again, the cape on the DX19 is longer compared to this Batman Armory design. Okay? I think that's about it. Bruce Wayne and Armory. Final thoughts on this Hot Toys Batman Armory and Bruce Wayne. I would say it is a no-brainer set. It is a no-brainer figures. Definitely a must-have in your Batman collection. I mean, if you're a diehard fan of Christian Bale Batman version or the Dark Knight trilogy, I think you should definitely get this, set. Well, you're probably gonna think of, like, maybe already have some, Batman Armory. I think I don't need that. But I'm just saying, like, it's not just only the Batman Armory, that Bruce Wayne, the Batman also that includes, it's like you have two figures in one Batman Armory. That's already like a lot to play, a lot to, look at it, a lot to enjoy. If you're really into this Batman version or Christian Bale version, Batman, then this is definitely a must-have in our Batman collection. Believe me, guys. I mean, like, you're gonna love this one. And I saw some resellers already, like here in Hong Kong, they're selling these figures, like this set, like above the retail price, like probably like 30% more, than the above, on top of the retail price, of this one. Although it is quite expensive, I must say, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, like, again, if you're really a fan. But again, you could wait. You could wait for this set to mark down, but probably not that really, fast. It might gonna take time, to for this figure to mark down. So, but then overall, this figure, I don't have any issue. I love it. Probably gonna enjoy looking at this figure or this set, in my display, together with my other Batman collection. And I still need to think about it. How am I going to display them? Because of course that's quite huge Batman Armory. But and again, once you get this, once you get yours, you're gonna love it, guys. Believe me. But anyway, I think that's about it. That's all I could say about this figure. And let me know your thoughts on this figure as well. Feel free to comment down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button to support this channel and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, until then, see you on the next one. Peace.